What's up? Thank you for joining me today. How are you? This is Needo
I'm good.
Stakkz I got with me today. What's up?
Peace, 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 world, peace, world.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just wanted to get into you a little bit of your
Mm-hmm.
artistry. You did just drop a track a couple weeks ago that I was listening to with Jaja, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Jaja the
that
boy.
joint is nice. I like that one.
I
So,
appreciate that.
we just want to get into you a little bit as an artist. Like, what first got you into music? Got you into rap music?
What really first got me into rap music, just like listening to my parents listening to music through the '90s. It just music was all around me, So the bug bit me.
Yeah,
Before you know it, I was a rap head.
sounds about right. Sounds about right. I mean,
Right,
that's the way we all happen. I mean,
right, right.
I really got into music because my dad was like a DJ, so we were always
Okay,
surrounded by music, and it's nice to be able to like take in what your parents have you listen to and
right,
really kind of spin
right,
it into something that works well for you. So
right.
as far as like that's how you first got into music, but what really inspired you to start making music? Because liking music is a lot different from making music. That's a whole different
Right.
process.
As a kid, I always had like a big imagination. So when I would listen to the music, I would get so into the music where I just start like I think a few people went through this growing up. I would start like writing the lyrics out,
Oh
to
yeah.
each song. Like
Mhm.
I'm like literally writing it out. And before you know it, like I was so into it, I memorize it. I'm saying it like it's my own. And
Yeah.
before you know it, I was just in it. I just was I realized the format and it was over from there.
So as far as your flow, because I really like your flow. Like I've listened to a bunch of your
I
songs
appreciate
and
that.
I'm like,
Right.
your flow is like I don't know how to really describe it, but I feel like you've worked on it a lot. Like I feel like you've kind of like perfected it to
Mm-hmm.
your like to your like music that you
Right.
select and to the beats that you select and all of that. Like you've perfected the flow that you have. So I wanted to ask, like, how did you work on that flow? Have you like taken any inspiration from anybody else's flow? Like, what really got you
Mm-hmm.
to where you are now?
I like I said, I used to just listen to a lot of rap, so I was a fan of like just different artists, like the norm, Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac,
Mhm.
Mobb Deep, Snoop Dogg, like just everywhere. And that's another thing too. Like I listen to everybody, like all coasts, like West Coast, Midwest, down South, East Coast, like
Yeah.
so my music is like blended where I like it I could tell by the beat where I'm gonna go. Like,
Yeah.
just from listening and pulling from these different influences of these different artists, and
That's dope
I'm
because
really a
you
fan.
definitely, I definitely resonate with your flow. I like it a lot. It makes your songs a lot easier to listen to and rap along
Mhm.
with. Like,
I take that into consideration definitely when
yeah,
creating it. Like,
because some people out nowadays, like I try and rap along, but I
right.
don't even know what's being said sometimes. So
Mhm.
it's nice to like be able to listen to somebody and be like, yeah, 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 like I got these lyrics. I
Right.
can really,
I try to be clear. Like I try to it took and that took time. Like that took time. Like for me to really like write like damn, I'm a write from if I was listening to it, what I would want to
yeah,
hear, like the diction, I want to be clear what I'm saying and what I'm saying, like
yeah.
so I don't try to be too over lyrical on certain songs or like so yeah,
It's nice that
definitely.
you're able to discern like the vibe of the song and whether you can be a J. Cole on this song or whether you can
Mm-hmm.
be like a, you know, like a Kanye on this song, where you can have something that's heavily lyrical and it resonates with people, or you know that you're just making something that's like a club vibe. You don't need it to be heavily lyrical.
Mm-hmm. That's important when you're
Yeah,
making music. That's very important. The
yeah.
discernment. So yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Because I mean, some people like to try and go off on beats that
Right,
it
right,
might not be the sound for that right
right.
there.
And that comes from just listening. When you listening to all type of music, you will kind of figure out before you know it, like what goes where and what should be here and what should be talked about.
So as far as your creative process, like when you get down to like really writing your songs, are you more of a person that like writes everything out, or do you get in the booth and go like bar for bar? Like what's more of your creative process?
It probably depends on just how I'm feeling, but for the most part, I write it out. I'm a writer.
Mhm.
You feel me? So I write it out. I say it in my head. I probably play with it in my head like for like a few days, listening to the beat. And like I told you, I'm more of a like I gotta hear the music. You
Yeah.
know, like once I hear the music, it tells me kind of where to go and what to write about.
So
So
as
that's how I
far as
play it.
like the songs that you've written and like the topics that you write about, like do you get a lot of your inspiration just from listening to the beat and you're like, yeah, this is what this beat should be about? Or like do you just pull from different things to
I pull
write a
from
full song?
I pull from like I mainly pull from my experiences in life, like just things I've been through, things I've seen, and I just like let it just coincide once I get with the music. Once I put it with the music, and it's like okay, yeah, and just be from like you said, from the beat and just from my experiences.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's dope. That's usually how it goes. I mean, and it's nice
mm,
to listen to people talk about their experiences and have it resonate with you because we all kind of going through the same shit.
we all
To
going
be
through the
honest,
same
like
thing,
we
and
all
that's the
just
thing
trying
I try
to.
to right. That's the thing I try to like keep it as much as I can. I know like most rap like is imaginative, so we're gonna like stretch it a little bit,
Yeah,
but I try to keep it like okay at ground level, like everybody going through this. We all went through this. Like
yeah,
if I'm gonna say
absolutely.
something, it's like we all went through this. Like so,
Yeah, which is nice because we
yeah,
all getting older. We all going through the same shit. So it's nice to
right,
be able to listen to people talk about what I'm going through because I'm like,
right,
I ain't know y'all was going
right,
through this too. So it's nice to
right, right, right,
it's nice
right,
to be able
right,
to listen to it. So
right,
how would you describe like the music you typically make? I know you make like you don't stick to one type of beat or one type of genre. Like you have
right.
you're versatile in the beats that you select and the music that you put
Mhm.
out. But how would you describe the music that you make?
I always like to. I mean, I probably be wrong because like that's one thing I'm not good at. I don't know why. Like that's probably like one of my little kryptonites is that I can't put myself in the box. Like, and
Yeah.
I
Oh,
probably should sometimes, but I like to look at it like I'm bridging the gap. You know, like from the old to the young, from
yeah.
this to that. Like I'm in between. Like so I
Yeah,
don't
because
know. Like,
like I think I want to say I did an interview with Del Van Gogh and he told me
mm,
to listen to your music and to really
that's
check
my
you out.
brother. That's my
Yeah,
brother. That's my
yeah, and
brother
I
for
was like,
real.
I
Shout out.
definitely because Doe is very versatile as well. Like he
Right,
doesn't stick
right,
to like because Buffalo has a sound. Like if you listen
right.
to a lot of Buffalo rappers, we all tend to like kind of have like a 90s hip hop wave like sound
Mm-hmm.
to it. But you and Doe have been able to like step out of that Buffalo square or circle and
Mm-hmm.
really like try out different genres and try out different sounds. Like I tell Doe that a lot of his stuff sounds West Coast to me, which I love
Right.
because I love West Coast.
We
Like,
influence. That's one of our
yeah,
influence. See, but then people gotta understand though, like we all didn't grow up the same.
exactly.
So we didn't all grow up listening to the same music. We didn't all like all of us got so we all pull from these different influences. You feel
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Then a lot of our families are is from different places.
Absolutely.
Like once you go through the family tree and all that, you got people from the West Coast, down south, Midwest, whatever,
Yep.
overseas, whatever. So your influences is gonna be different. You're gonna always hear what Buffalo brings, but it's always like that's what makes us us. Like I don't think
Yeah.
everybody got that one sound. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Exactly. And
that's what makes.
that's why I was saying it makes sense for you to say that you kind of bridge the gap between
Mm-hmm,
old school and like what's out now because
mm-hmm,
Buffalo sound is more old school, but you have been able
mm-hmm,
to take the lyrical, like the heavy lyrical portion of the old school and mix it
mm-hmm.
with some new school beats, which then makes it resonate with not only
Right,
my like generation, like our millennial
mm-hmm,
generation, but Gen X is fucking with
mm-hmm.
that shit as well.
Right,
So it's like
right,
it's
and the older ones,
yeah,
too.
and
Yeah, so it's
yeah,
like.
and even the older ones. So it's nice that you were
Mm-hmm,
able to like consciously decide to like, oh, I fuck with old music, but like I also fuck with this new shit. So maybe I should
mm-hmm.
like make my flow versatile enough where I could be on this old shit or I could be on this new shit,
Right,
and either one is gonna be a hit.
right, right. And that's the formula. That's like that's the plan. Like that's the conscious effort being made. Like yo, I don't want to leave nobody out, and I don't want to be left out.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
it's like that.
So it's nice that you were able to make that combination, because a lot of people don't even really like think about it, because a lot of people make music for themselves and hope
Mm-hmm.
that other people can resonate with it. But when you want to get into music, like you are genuinely first into music for yourself. Like you just enjoy making it, you
Mm-hmm.
enjoy listening to it. But when you decide you want to bridge the gap and you want to take it elsewhere and you want to gain like fame and some sort of
Mm-hmm.
notoriety based off the music that you create, you have to be able to reach all audiences at some point. Like you're gonna
Right.
have your niche, you're gonna have your people that are
Right.
gonna fuck with you regardless. But like
Right.
if you're able to bridge the gap and kind of get like, ooh, like all the pop people fuck with me, or oh, like all the country people fuck with me because I put out
Right.
this track. Like
Right.
it's nice to be able
Right.
to like dip into every different genre and not really hold yourself in one place.
Right. 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 You don't
Which
want
is
to like
dope.
sell yourself short, and you want to connect with as many people as possible because we was given the gift ultimately, and I'm
Exactly.
really just now realizing that. So you want to be able to
Exactly.
connect.
It's really honestly like I love to talk with musicians and to talk with producers and to talk because I love music. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
love music. I cannot create music. I'm not good at
It's
it.
all good.
I
It's
have
all good. It's
tried,
all good. Right. It's
but
all
like,
good.
so I
Right.
know how hard that process is. It's not an easy
Mm-hmm.
process at all, and a lot of artists seem to make it like look easy. Like you drop a lot of music. Like you've dropped a lot
Right.
already this year. So I'm like,
Right.
where does the
Right.
like where does the like that's so much work, like so much effort to really make that much music and have it all be
Mm-hmm.
good enough to be like singles and to like I'm
Mm-hmm.
ready to drop. I just made this last month, but I'm ready to drop this now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all lit. Like it's tough to really try and keep up with the
It is.
times, especially because now that everything is so readily available, people expect you like you just dropped a project in July. It's September. Like I'm ready to listen to something new, you know?
Right.
Like so it's nice
That's a
that
gift and a curse. That's a gift and a curse, though,
yeah,
because you want to try to keep up, but then you don't want to burn yourself out. You don't
exactly.
want to put out the wrong song. You don't want to like not push the song enough. You don't want to, all those things. So it's a gift and
Yeah.
a curse, So
So what keeps you motivated to like make as much music as you do and as you have?
I really love music.
Yeah.
I really love creating the music. And then I find new passions within that. One of the passions I find is the response. When I hear people like whoever, just
Yeah.
give me good response, whether it's constructive criticism, good, whatever criticism, I take it, I
Yeah.
just take it and it fueled me. And I've been like this since I was young. Like I really got a love for the music. Like so it's
And
not
it
just
definitely shows. Like
right.
you're able to put together such great tracks. Like as far as what I've listened to so far, because I promise you, I have not
Mhm.
gone through your whole catalog. It's
Right,
extensive,
right.
so I've
It's,
definitely
I
just
intended it.
like
I intended that definitely. I intended it to be like that for sure.
yeah, like I've broken the precipice a little bit, but I
Right.
haven't made it down to like
It's all
old
good.
tracks. But
It's all good.
based on what I've listened to so far, like I enjoy your cadence, I enjoy your flow. The beats that you're on, they sound like they could be old school or they could be new school. So it's nice to have that
Mm-hmm.
versatility where I could turn up if I wanted to, or I could just chill if I wanted to. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to be able to have that. So I wanted to ask you, is there anyone that you want to collaborate with that you haven't collaborated with, or anyone that you're like you have collaborated with and just haven't put it out yet?
Um, right now, like I'm ready to collaborate with anybody that's if it's gonna make sense and it's gonna make a good song, let's do
Mhm.
it. Like whoever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's people that want to hear me with certain people, or people that want to, I don't know. I don't know if people be scared to reach out or because it's very competitive out here. Like
It
I know
is.
it looks kumbaya a lot, but it's very in the artist world is very
Yeah.
competitive out here. So I'm just willing to work, and until then I'm gonna keep working, So that's not gonna stop. I'm ready to work with whoever. Like it
I
don't really
always try
matter.
and ask people that to like see if people that like watch the videos will ever like reach out and like be like, yo, you ready to collab?
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever. Like hope to like maintain that type of atmosphere with like
Mm-hmm.
people working together because we're all making music to like entertain each other and because we really
Mm-hmm.
love it. Not as though it's a competition of sorts.
Right.
Like I feel like a lot of people really see music and the rap game as a competition, but really like people are gonna fuck with you if they fuck with you or not. Like
Right.
it doesn't make a difference like how much you feel like you need to have for people to resonate with you. If you put out something that's hot, people are gonna like it. It doesn't matter where you're from.
Right.
So I feel like
That's real.
if we all are able to like I'm not an artist, but I like to be able to facilitate an environment where artists feel like they can talk to each other and like collaborate, and because it does seem very kumbaya, like from the outside looking in, it seems like everybody want to work with everybody like everybody, but you never really know that until you're in it. So it's nice to hear someone be a little bit more honest about it and say like it
It
looks
is,
kumbaya,
yeah.
but
I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, it's not like it's like nobody hates each other or none of that
yeah,
like type of stuff. But it's like it is what it is. I'm ready to work with whoever though. I'm not turning down anything. You know, my studio doors is open. You know, like my sessions is pretty much open. But I'm so locked in and like diversifying my catalog and my portfolio. I'm working. So if it makes sense, I'm willing to work. And they gotta be for me to collaborate right now, like you gotta really be serious.
yeah,
Like I don't you can't just jump out the bed today and say, yo, I'm ready to no, because that's kind of like an insult to everything I've been
yeah.
doing, you know, like because you ain't gonna take it as seriously as I'm taking it, you know, like so I just want to deal with people that's like minded, like that's it.
Yeah, that really take music seriously. Like it's as big a part of their life as it is in your life,
Right.
you know?
Or
Like
big
music.
or bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you were
Right.
saying that there are some different aspects of music that you want to like get into. Like what else are you interested in doing? Like do you produce as well as rap, or like what
No,
else
like
are you interested in?
I'm like I was speaking about like with Jaja Gabor and different artists. Like I want to get into helping other artists. Like
Mhm.
you know, like in my latter years, like once I'm kind of laid my plan is like fire out and you know did what I needed to do. I want to be able to sit back and help other artists, break other artists, and you know help them do what they need to do in the industry and just you know really open the door all the way for Buffalo and you
Yeah.
know everything else.
There's so many hidden gems in Buffalo. It's really
It
crazy.
is.
It
It
really is
is.
crazy. And
It's a
I
beauty.
it's honestly like being from Buffalo and having like moved, I miss Buffalo so much, and I realized like
Mm-hmm.
how much Buffalo has to offer now that I've left. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like there's so many talented people, whether it be music, whether it be artists, whether it be photographers, videographers, like there's so many talented people in Buffalo, and it's nice to
Definitely.
be able to at least shine a little bit of a light on us, and hopefully we can take it from there. But it's nice that that's what your plan entails, is being able to shine a light on other artists in Buffalo that may not be getting as much shine as they deserve or need, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's always
Mm-hmm.
dope. And I also wanted to ask, like, if you were to put on a show, like right now, what would you want the lineup to be, and where would you want to be in the lineup? Like, would you want to open a show? Would you want to close it? Like, how would you want to do that?
I mean, I probably wouldn't want to open it right now. Like today, I wouldn't want to open it because just me, I'm gonna have the butterflies, and
Oh
you
yeah,
know. So I want to warm up a little bit. So I'll probably be somewhere in the middle. You know, I could close it, but you know, I could be somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't really want to close it because then I'll be my anxiety go crazy.
yeah.
So,
I
you
feel
know,
like I feel like having the opening spot or the closing spot is the hardest thing to have in the
yeah,
lineup of a
yeah,
concert, because when you open, you gotta come with that energy to get everybody lit to get
mm,
ready for the next performances. And when you
mm,
close, like you got to be ready for the crowd to be dwindling, because people are
right,
probably going to be getting ready to go
right,
home, and you have to be
naturally,
entertaining enough to like reel people back in and make them feel like, nah, I don't need to go home yet, like let me listen to
right,
this
right,
person. Like either position is really tough. So I feel like as an
tough,
artist, if you decide, like it's your decision where you get to be in the lineup and you feel comfortable enough to either be the opener or the closer, like that speaks
mm-hmm,
volumes and how much you really believe in
right,
your ability. And it's
Right.
tough because performing in front of people is not easy. It's really
It's
not.
not easy at all. It's not
It's
easy at all. It takes a lot of practice. It takes preparation, like anything. And to
Mhm.
take it light, you'll really expose yourself to the unknown doing something like
Yeah,
that. So you really gotta
absolutely.
like prepare yourself like anything.
I mean, I was
So,
reading something where this girl was
so
like she's a professional like rapper right now, and she was like she's going to boot
mhm,
camps so she can learn breath control and all these other things for her to be to help her perform on stage. That is, it's
right,
very tough. And
right.
also, if you just like suffer with
It's
any sort
important.
of anxiety or anything, like it's tough to be in the spotlight
Mhm.
because them lights are hot. Like they're
It's
not.
tough. Them lights
Like
is
you're
hot.
gonna feel it. Like you're gonna be
Indeed.
sweating. You'll be like, everybody can see me sweating. I don't know what to do. Like it gets crazy
Right.
on stage. So, but also I love
And
to
that
be able
breath
to.
control is right.
I'm sorry. What were you
I'm
saying?
sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, I was saying that the breath control is real. That's real. Like that's
Yeah.
important in the show. I just wanted to say
And
that.
people don't think about that. Like they just feel like they could go up there and perform the song like they did when they recorded it, and it's different. It's
Mm-hmm.
way different. But I feel like it's really important for people to see artists perform live. Like I feel like because
Mm-hmm.
it helps us understand more about your feelings that are attached to the music that you create. Because once you perform live,
Right, right,
like I'm seeing you in a different atmosphere. This is way different than me just
right,
listening to your music, playing it in my headphones. Like I'm
right,
really seeing you go all in with your music, which is why I think like
right.
performing is a real opportunity for artists to boost themselves. Because now your
Mm-hmm.
fans get to really resonate with the music in the same way that it resonates with you.
And they leaving with an experience. You know that experience of like, damn, I actually just seen such and such. I actually just witnessed them on the stage. And now when I go home tonight, I don't know why, or when I'm driving home tonight or whatever, this is on my mind.
Yeah,
This experience is left with me for the rest of my life. I'm never gonna
absolutely.
forget this experience, man. So
I've been to a few concerts and like some of them still just like pop up in my head. Like I could just see
mm,
it, and it's
that's
like,
real.
damn, I was really there. Like I
Right.
was
And
really
that's
there
what
with
you
them.
want.
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's what you want, that moment. That's what you
Hmm.
want.
Absolutely. So as far as like performances, do you have like a couple favorite songs out of your catalog that you like to perform?
Believe it or not, I really haven't really got to perform a lot of my songs yet. I'm
No?
actually in the process of putting together a show right now. So it's funny that we actually been speaking on the show. Like it should be coming in the next 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So keep an eye out for that, you
Oh,
know.
dope.
And it's gonna be in Buffalo as well. So it's gonna be a nice event. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good event. It's gonna be some out of town acts, some in town acts, as well as me, and it's gonna be big. But I don't really have any favorite songs as of yet. But the ones that I have performed, like I have a song called like Murder One, like that joint go up. And that's one I did I did that about 7, 8 years ago. And people
Wow.
still like,
Yeah.
they still get turned up off of it. I got a song, Leap of Faith. I like to perform that because it get the crowd. It's a mellow track, but it just get the crowd like they just really be on some hip hop type of time. And I don't really like whatever I perform, like it just the crowd, they rock with
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm-
I don't got a favorite yet. Not yet. Probably ask me a few years.
yeah. If in a few weeks when you put on that event and I watch you perform, I'm gonna tell you which one is my favorite then.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Let me know. Let me know for sure. Let me
It's
know
crazy to
for
me though
sure.
that
Let
you
me know.
haven't that you don't perform a lot because there's a lot of local concerts that go on. I'm surprised that you haven't been like invited to perform more often.
I mean, like I've been to some like through the years, like, but in this present time, like I haven't really been performing. I performed about 2, 3 weeks, like was it two, like 3, 4 weeks ago? That was my last performance, but I haven't really been my battery dying. But yeah, I haven't really been performing that much. Like, but I'm about to definitely get back into the swing of things. I was doing a lot of performances in like out of state, like
Oh,
Ohio and Michigan and things like that. You know, the Corona and COVID and all of that
yeah,
type of stuff. You know, I was doing a few Atlanta. I had a few little shows, but as far as in the town, once Corona and COVID
yeah.
came, it kind of slowed up. Then once it kicked back, like they start opening back up, I haven't really been on the bills and in contact that much with,
But it's been kind
uh,
of tough, I guess. There hasn't been like since COVID, there hasn't been a shit ton of shows like there used to be. Like Buffalo used to be popping with concerts, like local concerts all the time. But now, like it's definitely slowed down a lot. It's
right.
definitely slowed down a lot. There's not a lot of
But
venues.
it picked right. It's kind of picking back up now, though. And I'm kind of planning to get back into the swing of things, but I've been really recording. I got another project coming back out, you know, and I think this gonna be one of the ones.
Didn't you
This gonna be
you
one.
just dropped a project like July, right? Or was it August? That you just
I
dropped
dropped the
like
project.
that EP?
Nah, I've been dropping these singles, so
Oh yeah.
it probably feel like
I was
it's a
like,
project. But I dropped two projects. I dropped two projects earlier this year. So
oh,
I
okay,
just
okay.
been trying to stay relevant in the whole little mix of things, just keep my name running around because I really haven't been performing and doing things like that. So I just try to keep my name in the, you know.
Well, I
But
mean, in between like dropping singles, have you thought about like dropping visuals? Like, are you dropping music
yeah,
videos?
I'm loading up. I
Okay.
got vlogs. I just dropped the video, what, last month? Was it last month? Yeah, I believe last month. Crackman freestyle. I think I dropped that last month or whatever. But I've been loading up. I got about 3 videos
Because I would
sitting and
definitely
waiting.
love to see a video for me and mine. So I fuck with that song heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck with that
I got
song heavy.
a lot of good feedback from that song. I got a lot of good feedback from that song. And I was holding that song for my project, but Jaja was on me so bad. She like a little bully. She was on me so high,
Yeah.
like, put it out, put it out. It's a summertime song. I'm like,
Nah,
yo, you
because
gotta
both of y'all
hold
really
the
slid on
timing.
that joint. Like that joint is really
I
nice. I
appreciate that.
listen to that
I
joint
appreciate
regularly.
that.
I really do fuck with it heavy.
I
I like
appreciate
her
that.
too. I
She's
like
strong.
that too. She's dope.
She's very strong-minded. I don't know if you really can hear it in it, but she's a good artist, man. She's gonna be a
Nah,
great artist.
definitely. I
Like
went
for
to
real.
like immediately after I heard the song, I went to Instagram to
Right,
go look her up to like listen to more of her stuff. I was like, nah, she's
right.
dope. Like I really fuck with that.
Nice.
And y'all together,
She's
like on
dope.
that song, it flowed well. Like I
Right, I
feel like y'all
appreciate that.
definitely meshed well on that song.
I appreciate that. I
So
appreciate that.
as far as what's next, you did say you want to plan an event, but what's next for you other than like this new project? Like what's going on? What's really in the lineup for you?
Man, I'm just really gearing up for next year. I'm about to really go after the big one. I feel like I got enough material, I got enough content. I'm about to really sit down and look at my numbers and look at, what's working, what's not working, and really attack. And, I'm gonna go after the big one. That's my next move on the low is to take it really to the next level, but
Yeah.
in my way, you know. So I'm definitely gonna try to go after this distribution, and just try to like do it for real this time, like
Do you think now is like the time where you'll slow down and like after you release a full project, you'll focus on promoting that project, or are we still gonna be like getting random singles every once in a while?
I'm gonna do both.
That's
So I'm
your
gonna slow
style.
down
Like
a
you
little
gotta
bit.
stick to
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
I gotta stick to my formula because it
Yeah.
got me to this point. I can't really slow down because then I got the side of people that saying, "Where's your new project?" I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I just dropped something last month, but they might not have caught it because I'm doing so much. Well, my intention is for whenever you sitting down, whenever you get a chance and you listen and you get hooked in and you go down that rabbit hole, that's my intention. For when you say, yo, I done dug all the way to his catalog, I'm really a fan, a big fan. I listen to everything. I know this song, I know that song, I know that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. Like that's my whole intention. Like so,
It's nice though, because you have like songs that definitely get you interested and make you want to go back. Like I listened to Mia Minds and I was like, nah, what else has he got out? Because like this is
Yeah,
crazy. Like I gotta go back
yeah,
and then I'm
right.
just swiping through EPs and swiping
And
through
they
singles.
none of them
Like
sounding the same.
none of
Nothing is sounding the
them.
same. And that's my intention. Like, so you know, like he's marketable. He can make these
Mhm.
different type of songs. We can put him with this artist. We can put him with that artist.
Yeah.
He can do a song with this artist. And that's my thing too. Like I feel like not to knock anything, but like I'm ready to spiral on that level. I'm ready to collaborate on that level. Like, you know, I want to get with
Yeah.
some of the who's, you know, because I feel like I
Absolutely.
worked hard enough to, you know, I should be in that park now. You know, I need to get
Yeah, like
I
you
need to
deserve it.
be right. I need to be of that. I want to collaborate with those guys, you know, and gals and things, you know.
Absolutely. And your talent speaks for itself.
Hmm.
It's not like you're just starting out or you're just like just feeling
Right,
yourself. Like you've been working
right,
at this for a long time and you've
right.
been putting out music and it's all
Hmm.
dope. So it's not like you shouldn't have the opportunity. It's definitely coming
Right,
for you. Absolutely.
right. And
So
that's my goal.
so last but not least, the last question I got for you. Is there any advice that you'll have for anyone else that's trying to like get into the music game, be a rapper? Like we're lower level, but still like you've made it a long way. You've put out a lot of
Hmm.
music. You've had feelers.
Hmm.
You've dealt with other rappers, other artists. Like, is there
Hmm.
any advice you'd really have for anyone?
Stay strong, stay adamant about what you believe in, always practice, always, you know, try to diversify what you're doing. Keep your ears open, like to all sounds and music, and you know, just try to just stay with the times. You know, don't forget the past, but keep up with the times. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And just stay strong and just keep at it. That's it.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
It was dope talking to you. If
Thank you.
anybody hasn't yet, be sure to check out Needo Stakkz on Apple Music, whatever,
You
wherever you
already
can
know.
stream music. This
All
music is
streaming
dope.
platforms.
Be sure to check him out. I look forward to everything else that you're putting out, and I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out
Thank
for
you.
that eventual
Vice
promo.
versa. Vice versa. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. For real. It's all love.
Absolutely.